We had legions of kayakers, people hanging from bridges, thousands of tweets and online petitions for days. So what's going on here? If you guessed that someone was trying to do something awful, climate backward and expensive, you guessed right. Shell is in the middle of a high-profile oil expedition in the Arctic Ocean. They've been having a lot of technical issues, and the rest of the world has taken issue with the very idea of drilling in the Arctic. But what's so different about the Arctic? We've been drilling in the oceans for decades, and nothing ever goes wrong there. Oh wait. Drilling in the Arctic is particularly awful for a lot of reasons. For starters, most climate scientists agree that in order to keep temperatures from increasing 2 degrees Celsius, all the oil in the Arctic has to stay underground. Now, 2 degrees Celsius might not seem like a lot, but once we cross that threshold, it's basically agreed that catastrophic climate change is imminent. The Arctic, aside from being a fascinating and diverse home to loads of wildlife, spanning 8 countries and being home to 13 million mostly indigenous people, also acts as the Earth's air conditioner. It regulates global temperature through ocean currents and the ice cap's albedo effect. The tragic irony of the situation is that once companies start drilling in the Arctic and we begin burning even more fuel, the temperatures will continue to increase and the ice caps will recede, allowing oil rigs further access north for more drilling. It's a dangerous positive feedback loop that'll continue to spiral out of control. And then there's that pesky matter of oil spills. The Department of the Interior's environmental impact statement says that there's a 75% likelihood of a large spill for Shell's project in the Chukchi Sea. 75%. And that's not even including the chances of a small spill. So that's terrifying. If you think BP and friends had a hard time cleaning up the spill in the Gulf, imagine dealing with something of a similar magnitude in freezing water way the heck away from major centers. A quick response is nearly impossible. The Coast Guard station is over 1,000 miles away and the closest airport is in Anchorage, 700 miles away. Even if we could get there quickly, oil can get trapped beneath the ice and standard claimant tools simply just won't work in ice-filled frozen water. Shell's got this strange idea that even though they failed miserably in 2012, the Arctic is this holy grail of oil. Execs there imagine that demand for oil, particularly from places like India and China, will far outpace what renewables can provide. They're wrong, for starters, particularly if they spent the $7 billion that they're drowning in the fortunately still frozen north on more sustainable measures. The Arctic is a unique and fascinating place, and it would be great if we didn't mess it up any more than we already have. So here's what you can do. Reduce your fuel consumption and switch to renewables where you can. Hit Shell and other oil companies where they might pay attention, their wallets. And of course, divest. If you or your company or your school is invested in fossil fuels, move that into renewable technologies. Get political. Greenpeace and the NRDC and many other environmental orgs all have campaigns where you can sign petitions and contact Obama and your representatives. But most importantly, tell people. Shell shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. The Arctic is far away and Shell's actions aren't as flashy as famously poached lions or rivers running orange, but they are real and they are scary, and if people know about it, we can begin to do something. Hi, I hope you liked the video. If you were interested in learning a little bit more about the fascinating history of Arctic drilling and what has been done about it and what we can continue doing about it, I would highly recommend you read this book. It's called Don't Trust, Don't Fear, Don't Beg, and it's the story of the Arctic 30, which were a group of activists, Greenpeace activists, who went up into the Russian Arctic to try to stop Gazprom from drilling, and that's the Russian oil company. If there is anything that's going to get you inspired to be a part of the environmental movement or do direct action yourself, or even just do some armchair internet activism, this book will do it. I can't recommend it to my friends enough, and that's why I'm recommending it to you guys too. And let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on internet activism versus direct activism. How have you done either? Which do you think works better? What are your thoughts? I'd love to discuss that with you guys. Like the video if you liked it. Feel free to share with your friends if you think they'll like it. Subscribe if you want to see more of my face, and have a fantastic day. Bye.